What is up, guys? Welcome back to Motorhead YouTube channel. So we are back to work at the shop and we're getting started on the Mustang, and we have a lot of work to do. And first thing we're going to do is go ahead and get that old quarter, or a new quarter panel I should say, but it is a used one. We need to get it tore off, and then we'll go ahead and start test fitting it onto the Mustang, seeing how it fits and how well that wheel well came out. Okay, so I got the quarter panel off, and now is going to be the tricky part of getting this wheel well out without damaging the underside. And I have to separate the glue here, but first I'm going to peel up this lip and see if I can get it out without making any damage and keeping this original lip. Well guys, the first test fit is just an absolute success. As you can see, that gap looks beautiful, and this wheel well, man, it just fits up so nicely. Not even clamped right here, and look how tight that is. I mean, I literally just eyeballed it. I didn't even have a quarter panel to test fit, but now that we do, as you can see, that repair is just absolutely phenomenal. Obviously, we're still going to fix all this stuff, which is what I'm going to work on right now. First, I do want to go ahead and trim this quarter panel and get it all set right. I'm going to put some self tappers, that way I can keep it in one spot, and then we'll make all the cuts, such as in here and also right there and right there. And once we get it cut and know it fits, we'll have self tappers to guide us where to put it in. And guys, check this out. I mean, all of this turned out so good. I'm so happy with it. As you guys remember, if you don't, you can watch the previous video. I'll link it down below. This thing was absolutely destroyed, and we got it looking all right. Got all this back out. And as I said, this is a customer pay. The car did total. So to change this wheel well out, I mean, you'd have to go up inside there, and the labor would be absolutely insane on that. So I went ahead and saved this wheel well, and people were saying, oh, that wheel well looks terrible. It's not even done yet. Wait till the rest of this video before you speak your mind on that. Like I said, that was just the first video. So we're gonna go ahead and make these cuts, and once we make the cuts, I'll show you how it turns out. So as you can see, now we have a perfect gap to weld. You don't want it extremely tight because you want the weld to get in between the two metals and fuse them together really nicely. Same with this one right there. So yeah, just like that, we got those cut in and it's all nice and fit up. Next step will be to fix this wheel well. But first, as I said, I'm going to tap it. That way the quarter can stay in this spot, and when we put it back together, we can put it back in this exact same spot. So obviously I'll do 2 tappers right next to this seam, right next to that one, right next to that one, and maybe 1 or 2 in here, and then a couple in here. And what we'll do is we'll take it off and start repairing that wheel well and make it look really nice. That way, once this goes on for good, everything behind there is nice and sealed. All right, Isaac just did his first weld. This is the world's youngest welder right here.
Yep.
Actually, it looks really good, dude. Surprisingly, especially since there was a hole there, there was a gap and he filled it really good. That's actually nice. We're gonna see if it was beginner's luck. He's gonna do this one now. All right, just, you remember how to do it?
Yeah.
All right, plug that hole. Ready?
Yeah.
Hold it closer. That one's not as good, but it's okay, it'll fly. I'll grind it down and redo it. Okay, so I finally got it all welded in, and now the fun part, which is grinding all these welds down and getting it ready for body work. So we're gonna go ahead and start grinding and get it all prepped. Okay guys, so we got all of the body filler laid down. It looks super nice, and I fixed this wheel well right here, and it's nice and straight, looks awesome. Now all we have to do is go ahead and throw a little bit of glaze down, and once we get the glaze down, we'll go ahead and shape all this. And I'm gonna go ahead and sand this entire quarter with the 180, and we're gonna make sure there's no dings that we miss. That way when we fix it, we can prime this entire quarter and it's gonna look good. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then we'll throw the glaze on all the body filler and get it ready for primer. Well guys, we finally got the Mustang all taped up and ready for some primer. We do need to still clean it and scuff some areas, and also I do need to cover this up. And we will be doing the seam sealer last, so I'm going to be seam sealing this area right here where we repaired it, and down there. That's why I did not bond do it, because it's going to get seam sealer, as you can see, just like this. And I mean, it's not even really neat from the factory, so we'll make it even smoother over here, make it look real nice and OEM, and it'll look super good, and Don can go ahead and paint it. So I'm gonna prime it first and seal everything, and then we'll get that seam sealer on there, and this thing will be done. Okay, so I got the door done. I'm gonna go ahead and prime the whole thing because I want it to look really good, and it is used, so it'd be nice for it to be nice uniform. And then also I'm going to go ahead and reprime this quarter panel. There's just a couple little spots I'm not happy with. I'd like to block it out and throw another coat of primer on all of it and make sure it looks really good. Even though it did turn out super awesome, there's an imperfection there. And also I wasn't happy with this right here, how it looked. So I'm gonna smooth it out and throw a little bit of glaze on here and make it look nice and smooth. That way when we throw this seam sealer right here, it's gonna look nice and original. And then we'll go ahead and seam seal all up inside there and everything, and it's gonna look really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix this real quick and block this out, and then we'll go ahead and prime all of it one more time. Well, all right guys, we got it all wrapped up and it turned out amazing. All the gaps are super nice, so I can't wait. Dawn's gonna get this thing painted next episode, and we're gonna get it back together and back to the owner. I'm sure she's gonna be extremely happy, and I'm just happy how everything turned out, how the wheel well turned out, how it just lined up beautifully, and just the final result and everything is amazing. In the wheel well, we do still need to undercoat all that stuff and make it look really nice, but it is all sealed. Everything inside here is sealed and it looks awesome, and it is ready for paint. So stay tuned, guys. If you don't want to miss that, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss out. Also, you can follow us on Motorhead. A lot of this stuff drops before the video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the love and support. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.